Hey guys, what's up? So today I want to share with you guys what's in my freelance makeup artist kit. I'm really not a big freelancer for work. We freelance or do off-premises, technically it's called. So mostly I do makeup out of work, but we do have to bring our own makeup kit to work. We're allowed to put whatever we want in it. So these are just my favorites, what I found that I have grown to love over the years, what I know will last all day. That's a big thing. Yeah, your makeup might look good in that moment when you're done, but you want to ensure that it's going to last all day. Test out the products you buy, wear them all day, put them on a friend if they have a different skin type than you. See how they last, because that's the big thing. You want to make sure the integrity of your makeup is staying and lasting all day. So while I can't give you a lot of information for being a freelance makeup artist, if you guys have any questions, ask me down below. I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. And pretty much that's it. So if you guys are interested in what's in my makeup kit, just keep watching. So for all my brushes, I keep them all in this brush belt. This is from Sedona Lace. I really like this brush belt. It just gets dirty so easily. But it's great because you can just lay it out flat, or you have the buckle that will belt around your waist, which is awesome. My brushes are all a mix. They're usually a lot neater than this. I usually have face brushes on this side and eye brushes on this side, but it has to be clean, so it's kind of just everywhere. And then for just grab and go, I've got some like liners and brow stuff usually in here too. And I always keep tweezers because those you always need. A spatula for mixing and just scraping out products. Anything to keep anything sanitary, these are great. So my brushes are a huge mix. A lot of them are the crown brushes. They're pretty much a dupe of MAC brushes. They're really, really good, and they are super affordable. I'm pretty sure most of my eye brushes are the crown brushes, and I just have like one or two face ones that are crown brushes. I'm pretty sure this one is, which is the buffing brush, and this one. A lot of brushes, you know, just I've acquired over time, and these I just use for my kit. I keep them in here. It keeps the integrity of them a little bit stronger than if you're using them on yourself and your clients, so I like that. Morphe brushes are really, really good. I love the quality of those. This is a really good brush. This is a really good brush from Morphe. It's the E44. It buffs so nice into the skin and makes the skin look flawless. So that's my favorite brush in here. This is a great eye brush for concealer. This is the E20. And then just a mix of, like I said, there's some Sigma ones in here that I wasn't crazy about, so they're good for blending, so I keep them in here. You know, you always have to have a blending. You don't need this many brushes, you just need the basic, but when you have a lot of clients, it's nice to have the variety in case you don't have time to clean. And then I just usually put everything on the side, and when it has to be cleaned, I just throw them back in here, go home and wash them. So that is my brushes. For most of my makeup, I do keep it in this case that I got from Amazon. You can lock it, but it's like the cheap little lock, so I don't think it's really necessary, but it comes with locks if you so need. This is a pretty big like 4-stack case. It comes with a roller. I'll show you after how everything clicks on. I usually use the whole piece when I freelance, but I haven't had any off-premises lately, so just for work I usually just take this case. It's a little bit bigger than those like normal makeup cases. It can get heavy, but it's a really good sturdy case. So when you open it up, it's pretty big. It's got a good amount of space in it. It has two of these little shelves on each side, and then it has an under compartment for just this one. So I usually, just because it gives you a good amount of space, it's good 2 inches right in here when it closes, you could see, so you can fit some palettes on top of everything, which is nice. Or if these are taller, if you stack stuff in here that has to stand up, like this, I could stand up my hand sanitizer if I wanted to. So usually I just put like my brow kit on top just because it's thick. It takes up a lot of space underneath here, so I like it on top. This is from Profusion. This is a really good brow product. I really like these brow products. I've used them on myself. They last all day. And this was $7.99 from Marshalls. It usually comes with stencils. Those I lost. It comes with tweezers, which I keep in here. Right here. Keep them right there. And then it comes with these. These I'm not crazy about. This little like pencil cream. It's almost got a wax in it, but they're not the best. And it does come with a brush, which should be in my brushes. So I'm going to move that over there. This clear brow gel I cannot speak on, but these guys are the big guys. This is a beautiful highlight shade. I love using that on the eyes. And then it comes with a wax, which is really good. Nice big mirror. So this is great and very affordable. As for my foundations, this is usually what I keep in here. This is not Makeup Forever. This I just use because it's got a pump, but it is the L'Oreal True Match in the lightest shade they have. It's so good to have the lightest shade because I have so many pale people that I'll just mix any of these with this palest shade to make it lighter. And the True Matches are really good. They last all day and they're great mixers. I prefer them as mixers actually. I feel like it just makes the consistency a lot better. Makeup Forever is one of my favorites. They're just really pricey, so I don't always get my hands on it, but Makeup Forever is amazing. Good medium coverage, great for people who don't usually wear a lot of makeup and still want like a natural finish but still need coverage. These, honestly, I'm not crazy about. They give great coverage, but the color selection is so hard. Like, you could see this is so, like, they're not beige enough. Like, this is so pink when you put it on, and this is so yellow that finding people with these shades is really difficult. So I usually end up just mixing these. If I need a fuller coverage, I'll just mix everything together. Face and Body is really good for those who don't want a full coverage, so I just have it in one shade. This one is N3. It's a good, like, middle ground color. And then these are amazing. They last all day, so I love having them. This is the Pro Glow and the Pro Matte. This one more comes off satin to me, but I love mixing one of these. If I like the coverage of these and mix with the Face and Body, and these two mix together depending on if they want more matte or glow. They're really good. They last all day. And these, honestly, I never really use, but they're just in there just in case. This side is like mascaras and accessories and primers, so I just got 3 eyeshadow primers here. Too Faced Shadow Insurance is my favorite. I prefer it over the Urban Decay, but the Urban Decay is great for if they have a little bit of pigmentation that you need to cover on the eyelids. Eyelash curler, hand sanitizer. I always put this on first, and I always get compliments. Like, whenever I put it on, they go like, oh my gosh, whatever you're using smells so good. I'm like, no, it's hand sanitizer, and I think they just really appreciate that. Sharpener is important. These puffs are great for when you're working on the face. You just lean them against so that you don't mess up any makeup. Your fingers aren't resting on their face. As for mascaras, I don't think they really matter which ones you're using. I just have like little samples in here, but most people are putting lashes over them anyway. But if they're gonna cry, I just use the Tarte Light Camera Splashes. It's waterproof, so it's good. It's got a very small wand, so if you do clean your wand, or usually I just use applicators, they're really good. This is a really good brow gel for those crazy brows, but if people don't usually wear it, I don't use it because it can feel like super glue on it. On this side, I keep concealers and face primers. So my favorite primer is the Smashbox Regular Photo Finish Primer. I love this primer. It's so good. It makes your makeup last literally all day. I never have to worry about makeup if I'm putting this on a client. I usually use this for my older clients, but it's a little bit pricey. I did not purchase this myself, so I probably won't repurchase it. As for concealers, I do have some of these LA Girl ones in here, but I don't like them. Most people love these LA Girl primers, but personally I don't. But these ones are great for contouring if they have really redness, so those I keep. But for the most part, I don't like them. For concealers, my go-to is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealers. I have it in NC30 and NW15. You can see the color shades are really good. I feel like they blend, they look more natural. And I also do have the MAC Concealer Palette. Honestly, I don't think these are that great. They're very thick, so if you have clients who aren't used to wearing makeup, which is my majority of clients, it's a little too heavy for them. If I need more coverage, I usually take a little bit of these and I squirt it on top of whatever shade I need to dilute it and make it thinner. It's good for that, but honestly, I don't think it's necessary at all. This concealer is amazing though. It's a Graftobian makeup. You can use this for face, you can use this for eyes. It's great, and they have it in all different shades. It's nice because these are a little bit more beige tone than these. I feel like these are very orange, and even the darkest one is still pretty light. But these are great coverage. They are very creamy. They blend out very well, so those I really recommend. For this side, I do keep lip stuff on here. I have this little like Q-tip holder that I got for Q-tips. It's great because I just put all my lip brushes in there too. It keeps everything sanitary. And I've just got all different colors in here. Honestly, for the most part, I really don't use these lip colors. These are like in case of emergency lip colors, so I'm not even going to show you because I don't recommend them that much. This is my lip liners. These lip liners are really good. I got them from like one of those Chinese wholesale websites, but they're great to have. They're called True Lips, and they were like $2, and they're good for different colors. I like them for like lip liners that I don't always use, but every once in a while you might need, and they're not bad at all. So these I recommend because instead of spending $5 to $20 on liners that you're really never gonna use, these are really cheap. By the way, these little marble underlays were just a little contact paper that I put on because to keep it cleaner and easier to wipe down, so those did not come on it. Here, it's kind of a mess. Honestly, I usually take everything out and I make it neater, but I have a palette to mix stuff on. I've got Scandinavia setting spray. These are amazing. They're made by the same people who make Urban Decay's, so it is cheaper, so these I recommend, and they usually get a bigger size, so they're great for makeup artists. I do have a mini size of the Urban Decay All Nighter because this one is for dry skin and this one's for like all skin types. So if they have drier skin, I use this. If they're oily, I use this one. Max Fix Plus, you can see I have none left and I bought this not that long ago. This is a must-have in your kit. I use it before, I use it after. It's great. I tell people when I do your makeup, if you feel heavy, if you feel like you're very powdery, I'm going to put this on after and this will take any of that away, make it feel more skin-like. It's amazing. It does have glycerin in it. It's not a setting spray, but the glycerin will help you from getting oily, so that's great. You have micellar water. This I prefer for makeup remover because they're not going to get oily. It's easy to take on and off makeup if you mess up. It really removes a lot of stuff, but I had someone once come in remove her makeup with bio oil, I think that was what it was called, and her face was so greasy, nothing stuck to her face. It was horrendous. I couldn't even do her makeup. It was terrible. So this is what I keep in, is micellar water. It's just a lot easier. This is kind of gross, honestly, and I usually don't let clients see it. This is kind of my made-at-home lipstick palette. This came with lip colors, and I scraped them all out and melted my lipsticks in it. So I've got MAC ones in here. I just put little stickers for ones that I know. So I've got MAC Modesties right here, which is my favorite. MAC Angel, which is really, really good. I love this for clients. Got Velvet Teddy, few Maybelline ones in here, a white one which is great to mix colors to make them a little bit lighter. Maybelline ones are really good, so those I keep in here. Victoria's Secret setting spray, which is honestly okay, I don't really recommend it. These little pots, this you can see I kept a little bit of foundation in. These I have to throw out, but I had a client that I did a trial on, so I just put the foundation that I used on her in here. But I do buy these little tiny things on Amazon or eBay. They're like $5 for like 50 of them. And if a client does not have lipstick, I just take a little bit that will last them for the day and put it in here, almost like a little sample. And I'll give them a couple Q-tips or lip applicators. This way they have the lipstick for the day. Clients really appreciate that, so I really recommend that. That's one little thing that will help you out. Anastasia Contour Kit. I usually just use this contour shade in here. I really don't use much else. This I used to use on myself, but on clients it is very yellow, and if they're not used to makeup, it can come off yellow to them. I have had a client once say like, why is my under eye yellow? So I don't use that anymore. I mostly just use this shade, which is in Fawn. These you can buy individual now, so I recommend that. Just a little Inglot palette that I made. These eyeshadows are great. They're pretty affordable. This was just a random color one that I made, so I like to keep it in here in case they want blues, or this color is an amazing Naked Lunch dupe. So pretty for brides. And these are really good. They blend really well, and I love these. They have great blushes too, so Inglot I recommend for your kit. Naked 2, I had a little blush palette from Benefit. These are great. None of them are matte. They all have pretty much shimmer to them, so I do take some matte blushes with me, but it's got the Hoola bronzer in here. It's got different blushes that I love to mix for clients, so this is great to have. I really recommend that during holiday seasons, pick up these palettes because these will help you out so much. It makes your kit so much lighter. Tarte has a really good one out right now that has like 8 or 9 blushes, and it comes with a highlight in it, and the highlight's beautiful. So these during holiday season is your best time to get these. This I also got during the holiday season. It's the Lorac Pro palette. Honestly, this one I really never use, so I don't really recommend it. The original Lorac Pro palette, the black one, is amazing for your kit. That I really recommend if you're just starting a kit, and it's not super expensive. Along with this is great too. This I got from Too Faced. It's just literally all their bronzers. This is so good to have. These can come off a little bit funny on some people, so you have to be careful. But palettes like this are so good because, like I said, it makes your kit so much lighter. This I literally never use. This is a blush kit that I got years ago. This just stays in here for like in case of emergencies, but I literally probably have used that twice. I have to clean this up. My Naked Basics exploded, so I had to wrap it up, the black. So this I should actually clean during this, but this is good too. So hard to open this palette. I have to use tweezers. But this is a good regular palette if you are just starting a kit and need something. It's got a really good highlight shade that is normally not black. These are just great like basic colors. These are really good. They are, this looks like very inappropriate, but they are basically alcohol wipes. They're good for like lipsticks or anything to clean and sanitize everything. It's a cult favorite. I can't say I truly love this, but it's a banana powder. It's a little too yellow for most of my clients, but it is a good setting powder nonetheless. A lot of people I know recommend it. They love it, so it's good. I don't know if I could say it's a favorite though. Beautiful. These are the Jouer shadows, and I love the way they lock in. I only have these four because I got it from the Makeup by Mario class, but they're good eyeshadows. A little pricey, but if you don't mind that, they're good. It's great too. It's a Laguna and Orgasm duo. Orgasm I use on so many people, especially brides, so that is a must-have, I think, is Orgasm from NARS. And these are just some random things that I really don't use, but I keep in here for in case of emergency. I've got a Cargo blush that I got from the Makeup by Mario class, and like, literally look at this. How can I use this on a client? It is full-blown neon pink. From Cargo, I actually transport this usually and use it for myself and clients because it is the best bronzer ever. I never hit pan. It's just called matte bronzer from them, but it is the best terracotta like blush brown color. This nobody speaks of, but I think it's such a must-have brown. This is the best bronzer. Nobody talks about it. It's definitely a must-have. It's great. It's the Makeup Forever translucent setting powder. I really like that for the full face. Not so much the under eyes, but the full face I do like. This is from Sephora, this bottle, but I'm pretty sure I use Cinema Secrets it is. I'll leave it down below what it is. It's an amazing brush cleaner. It cleans everything so well, so quick. However, it claims it smells like vanilla, but to me it smells like straight up Barbicide alcohol. It's terrible, but it is so good for cleaning your brushes instantly. So it's good to have it in the little spray bottle. It makes it easier for travel than the big guy, and I just refill it when needed. That's pretty much all that I keep in here. I'm gonna clean this up and I'll show you stuff that I keep on the side usually too. Now for these items, I usually keep them at home. They're usually not in my kit always because I like to use everything on myself. Honestly, these are like favorites, so I kind of just do me and my kit for these, and then I just sanitize them before I use them on a client. And obviously after. So this I actually never realized that I could just do is these have little clamps on the side, and usually I put it in a bag, but you could literally just take your kit, put it right on top, and then there's little clips right here that will just lock it in and make it pretty much taller and bigger, and you could just carry it like that if you wanted to. I don't know, I never realized that, but I usually put it in a side bag. So back to this, what I always use is I always take this MAC palette. This I made on my own. What the heck happened? Okay, give me a second. Okay, so usually the must-haves in here is I like these mauve shades for clients because these are really the only mauve shades I have. If you guys know of any good like purpley tones like this, let me know. And these are like Haux and Quarry from MAC. Another big one is Swiss Chocolate. I use that a lot on a lot of clients. That's definitely a must-have if you like individual MAC eyeshadows. And then this is my favorite color literally ever. It is the best blending shade. It looks so different on eyes. It's so good. It's soft brown from MAC. And look, it comes up very orangey on. However, if it's too orangey on a client, I usually just mix Kid Over, which is very gray tone, and then I'll usually just mix over top to make it more neutral. While I don't think you need all these colors, I definitely recommend Soft Brown, Kid, Swiss Chocolate. I definitely recommend these two. I'll leave those down below what my favorites are. MAC shadows are now down to like $6 individual, which is a pretty good price. While this also isn't a favorite, it's great to have in your kit. It's just one of the glow kits because you get all different colors. It's good for clients. These, I don't think they come off as beaming as they swatch. Like, that looks phenomenal, but on, I don't know why I can't say I'm that much of a fan of it. So these I like to keep in my kit though, just for some variety. As for my favorite to keep in my kit is the Mary Luminizer from The Balm. It's such a good skin-like champagne color. It's very calm on. It's good for people who don't wear highlights, so this I really recommend, and you can always get these 50% off. Another really good beaming one is from Gerard Cosmetics. These highlights are great and they usually go on sale too, so these I recommend for sale for your kit. This is in Grace. It's such a good white highlight, so that's good for the daring ones. To palettes, the Morphe 350, it's shattered, it fell, so these are not the most durable palettes, but they are so good for your kit. The shades they come with are amazing. They're good blending shades, they're good dupes of MAC eyeshadows, and they're such a great price. This you would definitely use a lot. It gives you so many brown choices for a client. It gives you these beautiful shimmer colors. These I use a lot on clients because they are so pretty on the eyes. So Morphe shadows are great to have. You can get the colorful ones if you need a colorful eyeshadow palette for your kit. These I really recommend. As for a must-have like go-to palette, the Chocolate Bar palette is so good. This is a great like beginner one. While I definitely recommend the Morphe ones, these are pretty similar where they have good blending shades. They last all day. With a primer, by the way, all these eyeshadows have been tested and they do last. The Modern Renaissance, I can't say it's a must-have for my kit because honestly, I really only use this mauve color, Premier and Primavera. These are really good bridal colors too. This is a great like true gold. So those I use a lot. However, like these I really never use on clients, so I don't think it's fully necessary. If you have it, it's good to bring back and forth, but not needed. Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder is great for under the eyes. I like that one. For matte blushes, I really like the Tarte blushes. They last all day. They're really good quality. So I have, it's almost like artichoke. I can't say it, so I'm just going to show you. This is amazing. It came in the birthday kit. It's called Party. My God, is this the best like medium light skin blush. It does nothing when you swatch it. You're like, this would look like a highlight on me, but on, it's so freaking pretty. So I definitely recommend picking this up for your birthday and putting it in your kit. And then I also have Blushing Bride, which is kind of ironic, but it is a great bridal color. Not even they swatch differently. They swatch different than the pan, and they apply different than they swatch and differently than they look on the pan. So that's the only tricky part. However, like they're just so sleek. You can get the idea of the color because they don't all look the same. So I really appreciate that. It's easier to kind of grab it if you're in a rush. Like I said, they have a palette out though right now with all the blush colors, so I really recommend that. Also, this case comes with this piece that you could put in right here. So this is great for if you want to put stuff in there like that. And these you can rearrange however you like. So this I really appreciate. I actually never really realized. So this is definitely a must-have. I know I showed you guys the lip colors that I really liked, but those I usually like to use because a lot of clients don't like a matte lip. They're not used to it. But if they do like a matte lip, I'm going to show you guys my favorite. My favorites are Gerard Cosmetics because they are so comfortable. They wear for such a long time. They do start to fade, however, they don't fade blotchy or weird, so I really recommend these. And High Mile is definitely like a must-have for your kit. I'm already like out of it. It's so pretty on, so I really recommend this. And these you can usually get on sale for $10. Also in the birthday kit, I got this in Birthday Suit, I believe it's called. Yes, Birthday Suit from Tarte. These are great too because they both wear very similar. They're both very same consistency, both very moussey. Really comfortable on the lips. They're not going to dry them out, so I really like that. If people aren't used to it, this is a nice way to kind of like start them off with a liquid lipstick because you know it's going to last, so you don't have to worry about that, but it's not going to turn out weird. So these colors definitely are a must-have for bridesmaids, brides, anyone really, and they go with any eye look. So these two I really recommend. These brands I really recommend. So that's it. So the case I just want to show you guys, so these they snap on and it comes with a arm so you can roll it if you need to, which is great. And it's nice and big. Like I said, I love these for off premises because you could fit everything in here. If you're doing hair, you can put your hair stuff in here. So this is a big compartment on here that you could fit stuff in. If I'm doing off premises, I always keep Clorox disinfecting wipes in here. Usually a smaller one, but you want to disinfect the area that you're in. A lot of people carry around tampons or Advil or anything too in case, like, you know, just to be that person that has it. It's good to have it because they really appreciate that. And you know what? You might get a better tip. They'll recommend you more because you're just taking it a step further. Honestly, like I said, I don't do off-premises much anymore, so those I don't keep. But if you want to get that extra step, you definitely can. And like that, these guys just snap on. This way snaps on too. See, it's so tall, these things. Guy wasn't bad either. He was about $85 on Amazon, so I really recommend it. Like I said, it's very sturdy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope this was informative if you guys found out anything, because I love watching these videos because I love finding out what people use in their kit when I want something new or something's not working out and I want to try something new. You want to make sure that you have foundation that will cover every skin tone, so these were my favorites and just like everything that I think is best for every skin type. So always keep that in mind. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.